Hey singers, I'm your vocal coach Jaime Vendera from DoctorVox, and I want to talk to you about some of my favorite workout exercises when using the Vox. Those of you who know me and have studied my materials like Raise Your Voice and Rebalance Your Voice know that I created the ISO method, which is based on Falsetto Slides, Transcending Tones, and Sirens, and I also do vocal scales. So in this video, I want to discuss each one of those exercises with you and show you how you can build a better voice simply by using the DoctorVox. All right, singers, we're going to start you off with the simplest of the simplest ways to improve your voice by using the Vox. I'm going to base it on my ISO method, which is Falsetto Slides, Transcending Tones, and Sirens, as we just mentioned, and we're going to do it exercise per exercise. The first one is your falsetto slide, and all I want you to do is make a very tiny falsetto sound like this. But I want you to do it in your Vox, and I want that water to bubble just like this. And once it's bubbling, I want you to slide down to the bottom of your range like this. Now, I want to pause this video and I want to sleep for 2 minutes while you give me 25 of those slides. And I promise you, when you come back and hop into the next exercise example, your voice is going to feel amazing. All right, so for our second exercise, we're going to cover something called the Transcending Tone exercise, and this is basically moving your voice from falsetto to full voice, from your falsetto sound to your speaking voice while increasing volume. Why do we do this? Well, we do it because we tell you that the DoctorVox is a vocal strength training device. What does that mean? We're building muscle. What's the best way to build vocal muscle? The Transcending Tone exercise. So if you start in a very, very light falsetto sound like this, and you slowly and gradually get louder and bring it to full voice like this. You're bringing those vocal cords closer together and working out those vocal muscles like bench pressing your vocal cords. That is going to give you serious vocal strength. That's how you turn your voice into a machine. All right, so for the third exercise, we're talking about full voice sirens. So falsetto need not apply. We've already covered that in falsetto slides. We covered falsetto to full voice in transcending tone, and now we're into a full voice siren. Do you see a pattern? I started you off by kind of doing vocal yoga with your voice. And then we started engaging those muscles, and now we're all the way in full voice. We're going to stay there, and we're going to deadlift our vocal cords. So we're going to bench press them to the max, just like this. On a big Rocky Balboa sound, we're going to slide up one octave and right back down. Here we go. Now, I've done many a vocal coaching workshop and many a glass-shattering TV show, and that's all I would do. Yay! If I would have had the Vox years ago, I would have been even stronger, and I'm pretty strong. So that's all you need to do. Tons and tons of those slides. And hey, if you got a vocal break and you're like, I just can't get past this note, I promise you, you do 25 to 50 of those big, full voice, Rocky Balboa type slides, and you're going to be amazed. You're going to slide right through that vocal break and extend your range to places you never even knew existed because you have the power of back pressure from this water massaging your vocal cords with sound to alleviate all the excess stress so that you make your voice all one voice. Vocal breaks will be eliminated. So get busy. I want to hear some sirens. All right, so the beauty of the Vox is you can use it with any exercise. You know, I know many of you love vocal scales. You probably got a favorite vocal scale. Hey, I do. We have programs like VoiceRx. We get the free vocal warm-ups at DoctorVox. All of these different scales, and you can use your Vox to do any of those scales. So if it's a basic da-da-da-da-da, you could do it just like this. And that will actually help to train better intonation when you're practicing your scales through your Vox. Just remember to keep your lips pursed around the tube, because if you let air leak out like this, you're losing vocal energy. You may lose connection to that pitch, and you may start to waver on vocal stamina and notice little cracks and breaks in your voice. So make sure you have a good seal when you're practicing your scales. Again, use any scale that you like, any warm-up that you like that works for you. But again, we have free ones on DoctorVox, so go there and download your free vocal warm-ups today and start practicing your scales. All right. you twisted my arm. I know you psychically wanted one more exercise, but I'm going to pull out the vocalization and we're going to work on breathing because breathing is so important. How can we build a better breathing mechanism? How can we strengthen lungs, the diaphragm, the back muscles? Simple. Get a timer, a stopwatch, and we're going to do one simple exercise. It's going to be an in and an out, an inhalation and an exhalation. You turn your stopwatch on, you exhale all of your air, and then you begin to inhale on the short tube. And you inhale as deeply as you possibly can, and when you're done, check that time. Now write that time down in a little diary or note in your phone because you want to keep track of that every day. As soon as you're done, flip your Vox around, put your lips on the long tube, and we're going to exhale that big breath that you just took in. And you're going to time it. Yes, correct. You already had me. You knew that. Here we go. And when you're done, you time it. Now you're going to notice that inhale and exhale is not the same. That's okay. Don't worry about that. My goal for you is every day you add 1 more second to each inhale and each exhale, and you do this for 30 days. Then get back with me because I know you'll be a breathing machine.
And there you have it. Simple falsetto exercises, falsetto to full voice exercises, and vocal scales. Use whatever scales that you prefer, but hey, we created free scales for you at DoctorVox, so why not take advantage of what we created for you at DoctorVox?